A drunk man fell onto the rail. This kind boy jumped down to save that man. Unexpectedly, as soon as he saved the drunk man, the train rushed towards him, and he couldn't jump on the platform. Seeing the train approaching, Kurono extended his hand to help. As a result, he was also dragged down the rail because of his weak strength. Both of them could only goggle at the approaching train. A second later, both of them gave a gasp. They not only were unhurt, but also appeared in a self-contained room. There were some strange men calmly looking at them. Apart from them, there was also a giant black ball in the room. This black ball was extremely weird. And suddenly, it emitted a few lasers. A person's legs appeared, then hands. In the end, a girl appeared. It turned out that the people here were all dead. Then surely this could be either heaven or hell. Soon after, the black ball gave them the answer. Above it was written that this ball gave them their lives. So they were under its management now. Then, it gave them their first mission. It was to kill an alien named Green Onion. After that, they were given a variety of weapons by the black ball. There are also black suitcases with each person's name written on it. Kurono took his suitcase, then opened it. Inside was a combat suit. At this time, a guy named Nishi caught his attention, because he was already wearing that outfit. Megumi also started wearing that outfit. But right now strange something happened that Kurono started disappearing without reason. The same went for other people. Then they were taken to a street. They certainly discovered an alien here. Within 20 minutes they had to destroy him. They charged with guns. Soon after that they surrounded him. He begged them for forgiveness, and vowed to use the number of onions in his hand in exchange for his life. Even so, they still picked up their guns to annihilate him. However, by this time his father saw his son in trouble, so he was extremely angry. With just a few shots, he killed the people around. As soon as he had planned to kill Kato, Megumi then knocked him flying. This combat suit turned out to come with power. When Kurono saw that, he remembered his combat suit. But after opening the suitcase, he was stunned. He remembered that he had left his suit in that strange room. At this time, the father of Little Green Onion has been slow to come. Fortunately, a chain flew to wrap the alien tightly. It turned out to be Nishi, the guy who was wearing a combat suit at that time. Watch out, this was not the first time he was on duty. Then he quickly destroyed the father. After the mission was completed, they returned unharmed to that room. And those who had died couldn't come back to life. At this time, there were 3 newcomers in the room, and the next mission was also started. The second task that the black ball gave them was to kill another alien. Implementation time was 15 minutes. The old woman and the boy were taken first, but unfortunately encountered the alien. They were killed by the laser emitted from his mouth. Not even the chance to say the lines. Then Kurono was brought here. Seeing the alien's cold face in front of him, he immediately raised his gun to kill the alien. But unfortunately, his arms and guns hadn't been delivered yet. By the time his hand and gun were delivered, it was already a step behind. Luckily, there was the combat suit that protected him, or else he would have lost his life. Then the alien attacked again. But this time he wasn't aimed at Kurono, but at Nishi. Nishi was shot and thrown hundreds of meters away. Afterwards, he flew up into the air and plummeted towards Nishi. He kept hitting Nishi and causing Nishi's battle suit to be damaged. Luckily, Kato showed up in time. At the crucial moment he saved Nishi. Kato relied on the power of the suit to choke the alien to the point of fainting. However, Nishi had lost his life, because of injuries too severe to. Right now, the alien had awakened. He became more and more violent, and ran towards Kurono. Kurono was pressed on the car by him. He kept punching Kurono. In the moment of danger, Kurono activated the power of the battle suit. With just one punch, he sent him flying 10 meters away. As a result, the alien fell to the ground and died. After the mission was completed, in addition to the 3 people who lost their lives, the rest were sent back to the room. Because Kurono killed the alien, he got 7 points. Kurono began to doubt. He asked the black ball, what would happen if he reached 100 points? The ball's answer surprised them. One was to be able to bring a person back to life. The other was to be erased from the memory, and be resurrected. The scene changed once again. Kurono in combat suit woke up at home. He wanted to take this opportunity to test the power of the combat suit. He picked up a pan, and gently broke it into a lump of iron. Looked like the power of this suit was huge. He went out and took a run up towards the stairs. He jumped up. It was unbelievable that he could jump tens of meters. Moreover, he was able to connect to the ground safely. He looked so cool. If this suit is real, I wish I could own it, he thought. After that, they took on the 3rd mission. They had fully mastered the power of battle suits now. Their gazes also become extremely consistency. The target this time is the giant. Not only is his body big, but his temperament is also extremely hot. After being brought here, 2 giant statues caught their attention. A new person did not speak anything and immediately opened fire on a statue. The statue exploded in a wink. The explosion convulsed the sleeping giant. They were scared, quickly backed away, and didn't know what to do. There was only Kurono, who was fearless and stood in front. The giant punched once, but Kurono dodged it easily. Then he angrily stamped his feet, 1 hit, 2 hits, but still didn't hit Kurono. While observing, Kurono seized the opportunity. He opened fire to kill the giant monster. However, the strange thing was that the mission still didn't show as completed. But now the clock started to count down. It turned out there was a more powerful alien here. The 1,000-armed monster blew away Kurono's gun. Then thousands of swords came flying and attacked Kurono. Luckily he was saved by Kato. Kato made a swing of his arm that turned the weapon into a long knife. He focused on close combat with the 1,000-armed monster. However, his strength couldn't match the monster. In less than a few seconds Kato was killed by the monster. Seeing that, Kurono reactivated the power of his battle suit, and stood up. After he had jumped up to retrieve the gun that had fallen earlier, he immediately opened fire, and broke the 1,000-armed monster's weapon. When Kurono thought he had won, a bigger opponent appeared. The monster got bigger and bigger, until it broke the whole museum. Although Kurono was almost crushed to death by it, Kurono was still not afraid. He took up his weapon and fought it. With just a few shots, its arm was broken. He then jumped into the air, but was swallowed by it. When everyone thought that Kurono had lost his life, now he broke its stomach and got out. In the end, before the time ended, he successfully completed the mission. He returned to the room again. However, his 2 best friends, Kato and Megumi, were dead. Currently, Kurono only got 20 points. Therefore, there were still a lot of missions waiting for him to complete.